What's up, Fly family? It's K McFly back with another Vernal entry. And it is Tuesday. I was just working. I'm about to be off in like an hour. But I have to move on December 1st. Got my apartment. It's not my first choice apartment, but it's a cute little apartment. I might make a little video, a little moving short video just to, I don't know, do something fun, because I never document my life. And I feel like all this documenting and me posting on social media and stuff, like, this is really for me, because I don't have a lot of pictures of me when I was little, like baby pictures and stuff. I don't have any baby, like infant pictures. I have like one, like where you can actually see my face. And then I have another one where my bottle was in my mouth. You can't even see my face. And then that's pretty much it for like baby pictures. But like, I didn't start seeing like pictures of me, or like the youngest picture I have is like when I was like 4. And I want to keep more pictures of myself, videos of myself, so that way, like, I could look back and then show my kid, if I ever have a kid or whatever, just make memories of myself. I existed, bitch. Anyway, but that's how I wanted to make this video. I was trying to find some envelope so I can give this termination letter to this bitch-ass leasing apartment, whatever. And I'm looking through my stuff, okay? I'm looking through my shit. And I think on my last video, I told you, like, I want to start writing again. Like, I've been writing. I've been a writer since I could remember, like, since I was, like, 5 years old and could, like, write my name and whatever. Like, I've been writing since then. Writing in my diary, writing little poetry, writing stand-up comedy. Like, I've always wanted to be a stand-up comedian. So, like, when I was younger, I would write, stand-up comedy and stuff. And I would just write everything. And, like, I totally lost that. And, like, so I'm looking through my stuff. And I literally find, like, hella journals that are empty, or, like, that I barely wrote in. My mom got me this, a positivity journal that I am going to actively use this in 2021. I mean, I might start using it now, but it's, like, I want to use this on the full 2021, because I just feel like it's very important to pay attention to your emotions and pay attention to how you feel, and try to encourage yourself, as hard as it may be, to be happy. Like, that is I probably have said this so many times in other videos, but it's so important to practice happiness. It's hard work. It's a job, but you can practice happiness. And I know, like, depression is hard. Like, it's like, I feel like I never like to label myself as anything, but there are times where I am in a depressive state, right? And only I can get myself out of that. And, like, I'm dating somebody now who's dealing heavily with depression. And it's hard. And it's hard being somebody like me who is super positive, and, like, it seems like nothing gets to me. And stuff gets to me. It's just, I've been practicing happiness for a long time. And I've always been, like, a smiley person, bubbly person. But there was a point in my life, maybe like in high school, where I was just I wasn't feeling it. I wasn't feeling life. I wasn't feeling existing. I wasn't feeling it, and nobody really, it was hard to explain. It's hard for people to understand where I was coming from, or to even I guess identify that I even had an issue, because I was just so regular, and, like, people can be what they say, how they have, like, functioning alcoholics and functioning drug addicts. People are functioning depressionists. People are functioning with depression, and they seem like they're fine one minute, and then they're breaking down the next minute. And it's very important, as somebody who has dealt with maybe not severe depression, but depression nonetheless. It was so important for me to fall back on writing. Like, writing was everything to me. And even if you're not a writer, like, I'm telling you, like, take up writing. Take it up. Because, okay, so I found my positivity journal that I'm going to be using. You know, I'm going to try to write in that every day. Or no, I think it's like a once a week thing. I don't know. Let me see. It's like the way that it's set up. It's like, oh, like this week, this is what happened. Then, you know, this is what I love to do. This, I'm going to show you. Well, I'm going to show you without showing you my writing. Hold on. Oh, I guess I can't. Hold on. It's like, I don't know if you can see. Okay, anyway, this is how it's set up. I'm going to just read it. But on one page, it says this week, and then you put the date, and then it's like, I'd love to, blah, blah, blah. I'm looking forward to, blah, blah, blah. I need to, blah, blah, blah. And then fitness goals, if you have any fitness goals. Me, I do. So that part is really, I love that extra little part, because I would have added the fitness goals somewhere in my plan or my positivity journal. And then on the next page, it says reflecting on this week. And then it gives you the date. And then it says, I'm grateful for, blah, blah, blah. I enjoyed, blah, blah, blah. I accomplished. And then it says silver line. It's two little boxes. And then one says silver linings. And then one says mindful moments. And then, so that's really what the journal, you know, that's how the journal is set up. And I really like that. Something that you can reflect on your week. For me, I would think my reflection, or, you know, this week would be Sundays. That's how I start my weeks off, because my self-care Sundays are or I guess, actually, yeah. Because for me, I feel like Monday, I don't like to consider Monday my start day. Like, my reset is when I do my self-care Sunday. And then I'll reflect on Saturday. You know what I mean? And then do it that way. But, you know, you could do it whatever day you feel like is your this week day, and then the other, your whatever day you feel like is your reflection day. It could be, you know, it's up to you. But and then I found like an empty compost journal. I love compost journals. Like, it's so, like, I don't know, it's so high school, so middle school for me. Like, it's very nostalgic. But I don't know necessarily what I want to use this journal for, because I like to separate my writing, you know. Like, I like to have like my journal that I speak freely in, like my free writes or whatever, just thinking, you know, what's on my mind, like a diary, I guess. And then I want another journal to be more of a creative journal, where I'm writing more maybe songs or lyrics or poetry and things like that. And then I got my positivity journal reflecting on my week. And then I have this book that I've been having for so long. I've had this for like many years. And I think I only used barely a page. I did only wrote in it one time, twice. And but this is just, it says 642 things to write about, and it's just writing prompts. Funny, it's by the San Francisco writers, and I'm from the Bay, so it's like, girl, yes. But you know, this is something that will help me with storytelling, and just like, you know, this is probably something that I will do before writing some poetry. Or, you know, sometimes for me, poetry just comes to me. Like, if I something pops in my head, I gotta write it down. So it's not something that it's not something that I'm gonna be like, okay, today I'm gonna write some poetry. That kind of has to come to me. But I definitely want to write in my diary journal once a day. And I do want to do this creative writing in this maybe once a week. And just kind of, you know, and it's not all like long writing prompts. Some of them are short, some of them are just little activities and stuff. But if you're like me, who I feel like I've really gotten out of myself, like I've really gotten away from who I was when I was younger, and I really want to get back to the things that I love to do, because ultimately that's what's going to make me successful as a person, as a woman, as a whatever I'm trying to do. Like, I need to start getting back to practicing my crafts and not allowing, you know, like I said before, like that social media shit is for the birds. Like, I mean, you can use it for what it is, you know, use it to promote yourself, use it to, you know what I mean? Like, to put yourself out there, but don't look at it like, don't, it's not like the status quo. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's just an avenue to use, but it's not like the end all be all if you don't get a like, or an end all be all if you don't get a follow. Like, it's not that big of a deal. But as long as you got people in your real life supporting you, that's all that matters. And as long as you are supporting you, that's all that matters. So I don't know. I just wanted to make this little video just to, you know, tell you guys, like, I'm really trying to get back to me. And I know a lot of people, I mean, a lot of people who I associate with, or, you know, just know in life, and we have conversations kind of on the same thing as far as like, oh, well, I used to sing, like they're a singer back in high school and they haven't sung in so long, you know what I mean? Or like it's more of like, if it's not something if I can't reach my goal of being a famous whatever, then I'm letting go of my dream or letting go of my talent. And it's like, I'm not writing to make money. Writing was never for me. Like, I see myself being a famous writer. Writing to me was a part of me. Like, that's something that like I need in order to survive in this world, to like make sense of everything that I see and everything that I hear and everything that I'm going through. Like, that's the only way I can make sense of it, and to organize it. And so, like, if you feel like, you know, you kind of lost yourself, or like you're feeling a little empty, like, kind of reflect on, is there something that I'm not doing that I used to do that made me happy? Like, or is there something that, you know, I've gotten away from and maybe taken on something else that is becoming a detriment to who I want to become or was striving to become in the past? Like, and obviously, you know, things change and you change as you grow, but some things I feel like should always remain, especially like if they were things that made you happy, like truly happy. Not things that, you know, are fashionable, or things that are trendy, or things that people are doing. Everybody's doing it, so I got to do it. No, like, what is something that you are not doing anymore, that you stopped, that you gave up for someone, something, for a job, for whatever you gave up, and it's almost like a part of you was missing? Because maybe you got to get that back. You always, you know, maybe you got to get that back. But I'm definitely going to, and I want to start kind of sharing my writing on with you guys too, you know. So be on the lookout for that. But don't judge me. I might turn off the comments for that shit, bitch. But honestly, I don't really give a fuck about people's comments. Shit, make some comments. Let me know how you think, or what you think of what I'm saying or what I put out, because I might not read it. Honestly, I don't be knowing I have comments until like months later. Not that I'm getting a plethora of comments, but you know. Anyway, yeah, so I am just stoked about writing, and I can't wait to share what it is that I write. So yeah, I hope you guys are having a beautiful week, and I'll talk to you soon. All right.